Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started.
And with the terrible towels waving wildly, we are underway from Pittsburgh.
They turn to Harris to begin the drive. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a... Second down.
You look at this Eagle defense.
This unit coming into this one ranked number 20 against the pass in the NFL.
Defending the pass has not been one of their strong suits throughout the season, but if they have any hopes of making waves in January, they've got to improve in this area.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Now, this defense for the Eagles, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Pickett.
Complete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Now on 4th down, Presley Harvin on to punt for the Steelers.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Fielded at the 20. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And the Eagles will have it taking over 1st and 10.
On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Oh, his first throw of the game, going to be intercepted.
And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown.
So, Charles, our first points of the game provided defensively. What a play that was.
And I can only imagine that the folks at home watching are thinking to themselves, that's one of those plays where once the ball leaves the quarterback's hands, you just sort of go, uh-oh, and wait for the result. This time, the defense benefited.
Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers. they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Second and 10. This is Swift on the counter.
Through an opening, and there he goes.
He's on his way. DeAndre Swift.
Touchdown, Philadelphia.
DeAndre Swift. His 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
You get in a second and long situation down here in the red zone. I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass. Let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground. And he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Elliott good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. At their own 25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's another carry for Harris. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
You look at this Eagle defense.
This unit currently 7th in the NFL, Charles, in stopping the run.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you've got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8. Looking to throw, Pickett.
And this one is incomplete.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
On 4th down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. This is fielded at the 27. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown, Philadelphia. He returns that punt 73 yards. And the Eagles have taken the lead.
Hey, rookie. That's the way to make an impression. Return one for a touchdown.
Yeah, welcome to the party. We saw him fielding those punts before the game, and he just had a little bit of a look in his eye, didn't he?
He did. He was a confident young man, and now we know why.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes the score 14-7.
14. Steelers 7. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their third possession. They don't have a first down yet.
That means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo. Usually moving into more up-tempo type of an offense just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
Pickett's throw hauled in by Washington.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. They'll try the right side with Harris. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. 1 yard is the loss. They back up even further to a 3rd and 15.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Here's a diving catch right side. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
And the key number on that play, 3. Third play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves them from a 3 and out. Now a first down carry for Harris. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Steelers tackle at the 46-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd
Off
and
the
6.
play fake, here's Pickett.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Hassan Reddick make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. 2nd and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is 1 play from stalling out.
Pickett and the Steelers in need of a big play here. 3rd and long after the sack.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 45-yard line. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Harris running straight ahead. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
The Steelers had 1 and 14 now on the year. They come in needing just to do something to stop this skid here before the season ends.
And let's face it, everyone now They're looking to the leaders, both in the locker room and the coaching staff and, of course, ownership, because they've got to get a clear understanding about how everyone feels. Because to me, you've got to focus on everyone in the locker room right now. That's what you're playing for. The future, it'll take care of itself.
And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. On third down, here's Harris. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Now Pickett will look to pass it.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Pickett, he'll look to throw it. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5-yard away to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Harris. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
Here's Pickett.
He's got Claypool for a Steeler touchdown. Chase Claypool, his 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Steelers are an extra point away from evening this one up. So, Charles, they had him double covered in the end zone. It still was not enough.
I wonder if they're thinking to themselves now, 2 didn't work. Do we go for 3 guys on him next time? Because he fought through all that extra attention, got himself into a great position where his quarterback felt confident enough to challenge the coverage and threw it his way. What a big-time play right there, both by the quarterback trusting it and by him going up and getting it.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Keyshawn Nixon now going to bring it out of his end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
On the option to give to Swift here.
And a nice run past the 30-yard line there.
102 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. And, Charles, you think about what this defense has had to prepare for. They're in for a battle. I mean, they're facing a team that is working on a 6-game winning streak.
And that can be intimidating when you think about it in those terms, but I think what they need to do is make some sort of a statement early in this game, whether it's a turnover or takeaway.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A great pickup there, 35 yards, and obviously the first down to go along with him.
Great.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
I like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Hurts sets up to throw it. That is caught.
And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 15-yard line. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
First down marker at the 5. It's 2nd and goal. Hurts. And that's out to the flat for Swift.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line.
Here's Swift.
Stop short. Down at the 1. Had the broken tackle, but couldn't get it all the way home. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on first down.
Swift again.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
DeAndre Swift
with career touchdown number 70. And the Eagles have moved out in front. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14.
Steelers 14. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
15-yard line.
Here we go.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they try to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
It's second and 8.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
This is 2nd and 8. Now Pickett changing the play.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Johnson, the man in motion right.
He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool.
And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 45-yard line. A 3rd down gain of 19.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
On the give, this is Harris. And down inside the 40 to about the 38.
53 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game, but it's a significant achievement and a very, very solid career.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They run again with Harris. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Pickett trying to get his guys up quickly to the line of scrimmage.
They hand this off to Harris. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Back to throw, Pickett. The throw for Claypool is intercepted. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
Well, in a tight game like this, that could be an incredibly important pick-6, CD. And remember, it cancels out the one that the opposition had earlier in this ball game.
You're right about that, partner, because each side came up with plays to swing the momentum their way. Still plenty of time left for either team to come through with a win, though. Can someone else make a similar play and win it for their club?
Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead now up to 14.
Steelers 14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Now, whistles and a stoppage here. Looks like one of the Eagles is in some discomfort out there. And not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a second and short.
They run the play fake. Here's Pickett. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Reed Blankenship. He may go.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
That bumps us up to a 3-possession game here, and only in the second quarter, Charles. They're trying to put this game out of reach before we even hit the locker rooms for intermission.
What's even tougher is making up 3 possessions against a defense that can make impact plays like this. They don't have this game wrapped up quite yet, but 2 picks already, 1 to the house. I think it's fair to say they're headed in the right direction.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So we have come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield.
Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
Oh, man, that is just a flat miss. He's in the pocket. The protection holds up. He sees his man come free, but maybe he just gets a little excited about the prospect of a long touchdown.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception.
And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Intercepted. The Steelers take over first and 10 at the 43-yard line.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
On the ground, it's Harris. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
And now you have to wonder, partner, at what point in time do they forget the running game? It's been a struggle so far in this one. I would think they'd have to start throwing it a little bit more.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They'll run again with Harris. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Not the start to the drive they were looking for. That run doesn't do much at all.
No, not at all. And it leaves them with 3rd and long. And you know, this is the time of game where these drives really, really start to matter. They've got to make some moves.
Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett.
And that is incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And no return here. This one's going inside the 15 to the 12-yard line.
At their own 12-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Back to throw now in his own end zone. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
So roughing the passer penalty, never one that you like to see.
Not at all, and especially when you're in that final push of the season. You can't afford to get your quarterback hurt before the playoffs roll around, and we know they'll be here before you know it.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
They'll run right here with Swift.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on.
Throwing is Hurts. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
To the air on 1st down with Pickett.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Now Pickett.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
It's Sidney Brown with it. And the Eagles are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They'll start out here with the option left. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the 1st.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. And let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
And 10.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Count 73. 73.
Here's Hurts to throw.
This is complete to Watkins on the slant. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Eagles. A great effort there. He scored on a punt return, and now he's scored through the air as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the 3rd quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that'll increase their lead to 28.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one, Pickett lost it. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. And a defensive-minded coach loves to turn up the heat, turns it up there, it pays off.
And back in the good old days, those defensive-minded coaches just talked about intimidating teams, using force, right, beating them to the punch. In this case, they're talking about creating turnovers. That's all they preach, all game long, all practice long, every meeting. Get the football. That's what they want.
And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Watkins, a 22-yard touchdown grab.
And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Steelers 14.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
87 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down. And now they're in the hurry-up.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Now Pickett.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Third and long for Pickett. Open man. There's Darnell Washington.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
They're going for this. Pickett. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation, but they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the...
Second down and 4. Pickett.
He gets it left side to Johnson. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
Pickett, 4th down, desperation time.
And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
If you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
73. 73.
On first down, Hurts. A throw left sideline, falls incomplete. Well, up big here in the fourth quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points, but they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their play.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, 3rd and long.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Got him in. It's Brown. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, they have been unstoppable this afternoon, Charles. They just went after them from the start, and pass plays like we just saw, they're continuing their dominance here despite the big lead in the fourth quarter.
And that they have in every way, and plays like that across all phases of the game, they've just been effortless for them in this one, and that's what's helped.
Touchdown! DeAndre Swift with his 3rd touchdown and 18th on the year.
And the Eagles stretch this fourth quarter lead even further, and they are closing in on win number 12 of the season.
Elliott good with a PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. On 1st and 10, it's Pickett.
And his throw here's incomplete.
That incompletion brings us one snap closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
Here's Pickett on 2nd down. They'll get this complete to Calvin Austin.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And just shutting him off there. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
109 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And the Eagles are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And that is incomplete.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
This offense so far on third down, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 10.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. He's going to have the first down and then some. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
A big play there. 78 yards.
And the Eagles continue to pour it on here in the 4th.
What we just saw, we've seen a lot of broken tackles, and they're leading to a huge touchdown play.
Yeah, none of them more glaring than what we just saw there, but we've seen it throughout this game, whether it's in tight, running through the line, out in open field. They haven't been able to get these runners down very well. I have a feeling they'll be in pads a lot next week working on their tackling.
Steelers 14.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up.
Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side of this one.
Give the tackle to Hassan Reddick.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off.
Well, everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And now here's another interception. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go.
Well, the offense has had a big day. He's been great running the football, but I don't think anybody liked that last result.
No, they didn't like the last result at all, but they have to look at it in total, don't they? They've had a big day running the football. You take an occasional loss or an occasional bad play along the way, but all in all, they have to like what they've done.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift.
And able to work his way down to the 16. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
2nd down and 3. They'll stay on the ground with Swift.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as it comes with 1:25 left to go in the contest.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Hurts.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, let's face it, not a lot left for them to prove in this game, but they're still throwing the football. I guess, of course, CD, you could always get the backup some work. There's new plays to try out. But some people, let's face it, they just want to run the score up. It's fun.
I love the way that you expressed that because you gave plenty of reasons why people like to do things. But ultimately, they just like to keep their foot on the gas, and they just want to tromp on teams. And what I like to see is, if you like to do that, how do you handle it when it comes back against you? On those days where someone can run it up on you, do you handle it the way that you expect your opponent to? If so, keep doing your thing.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down. So signals the referee as they're going to convert by about a yard there on 4th and 5. Big conversion. Back to the running game with Swift.
They showed some tough running, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Powering his way forward. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line.
This was almost what I've heard referred to as a Big 12.
Big 12, explain.
You know, you're talking about the 6 that they were trying to get.
Because they were so close to the end zone.
And now the 6 going the other direction. So when you take a look at teams on the march, they're in the red zone. Then after the interception, and it took a touchdown-saving tackle to keep them from going all the way.
And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Extra point put through by Boswell as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And they hope to polish things off, and what a run they are on as they try to turn a 6-game win streak into a 7-game.
Shedding the tackle, and it gives him some room. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
Partner, I know we're still in the afternoon slate here, some primetime games still on the docket, but It's going to be tough to top this effort. What an offensive performance we have seen. They have been unstoppable from the moment we began this game, and they're not holding back. They're still throwing the football here in the fourth.
They certainly are, and let me tell you something. If you're old school, you don't like this at all, but in today's football, you just go ahead and savor it. Watch.
Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for the Eagles,
they solidify their spot in the playoffs as they run their mark to 12-4 on the year.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation